Station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
I'm yelling a call 5 times to 911 to come. 5-10 minutes later, I see the fire truck coming.
A fiery explosion rocks a Maryland apartment complex. Dozens hurt, dozens more without a home. How these families are being helped tonight as we learn the county has a troubling trend of similar explosions.
And shocking new details emerge inside a Virginia courtroom as the alleged UVA shooter appears for the very first time, the new charges he faces, and whether warning signs were missed before the night's tragedy.
We're not camping, we're living here. There's a big difference.
It's a plan to close one of DC's largest homeless encampments as winter draws closer. Those living in McPherson Square now preparing for the worst.
A catastrophic building explosion sending 10 to the hospital. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. For DC News Now at 9, I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
I'm Chris Flanagan. That blast tore through the Potomac Oaks condominiums in Gaithersburg, Maryland today. This aerial view is showing plumes of smoke billowing through the air. 4 children were hurt, 2 adults now in critical condition. Several building units are a total loss. The roofs torn off, bricks tossed to the ground. Tyrell Singleton witnessed that blast.
It was just a scene I never seen before, and I just hope I never have to go through again. I pray for the families, for the loved ones. I hope it was no casualties suffered today.
And by 9 a.m., more than 100 firefighters were at the scene on Quince Orchard Boulevard. But it wasn't just first responders who jumped into action. A maintenance worker was also on the job minutes before that explosion. He rescued 4 people, including a child.
I did what I could do. I wanted to help out the kid because I thought that he had died, but they were able to get out. Thank God the 4 were able to get out. I hope to see them.
Yeah, and as a result of that explosion, a lot of people now left without a home.
Now, Cheyenne Corin is live at the scene, and Cheyenne, a lot of families are dealing with some serious damage.
Yeah, this explosion left dozens of people displaced. We're told that's between 50 and 75 residents impacted. Now, currently, Borough Park Activity Center is open as a temporary shelter, but unfortunately, this incident is going to have a lot of long-term impacts for those living in this Gaithersburg neighborhood.
There's always something that's wrong. It's just like scary to live here.
An entire community effort helping people after the explosion and fire at Quince Orchard Boulevard. The Red Cross, along with other nonprofit and county agencies, are assisting those impacted with food, medication, and housing.
After this incident, I'm going to go ahead and move because God knows what else is going to happen.
The community group CASA was on hand to help in the aftermath. Organizers say they are concerned this is again another explosion happening in a predominantly black and brown, immigrants, and low-income community.
There's a lot of steps that the county can be taking to ensure that these communities have all the resources available to not only just report condition-based conditions in buildings, but also that they have the resources and knowledge to be able to report gas leaks.
And advocates say that begins with officials going into these communities most impacted to listen to residents, and not just when a tragedy happens.
Learn from why it's happening in these apartment buildings, right? But what is the population that resides in these communities, and hearing directly from those communities on what can be done to ensure that these instances don't happen again.
Now, I also asked I asked the county how long this center will serve as a temporary shelter. They say they really don't know. It just depends on what the community needs, but they do say that their goal is to rehouse everyone within 30 days. Now, it's also important to know that Maryland House Partners, they are raising money for those families that have been impacted. And earlier, Chief Goldstein, he had a really important message that no matter what your immigration status is, they are here to help, and they also have specialists that can translate any information if needed. I'm live here in Gaithersburg. I'm Cheyenne Corin for DC News Now.
All right, Cheyenne, thanks. One neighbor we spoke with was taking out the trash when he started feeling the ground shake, the building exploding just blocks away from him. Hours later, he said he was still physically and mentally shaken up.
Boom, everything shook me. And I walked up there and I saw the fire before anybody even came. I saw the flames coming up and I just stood there. I just like, and then they started coming. I was like, please, God, don't let nobody die.
And Montgomery County's fire chief says it's still too early to say what caused the explosion. He also addressed a question about the investigation and a call that came in 2 months ago for a gas leak in one of the same apartments that burned today.
The fire department did not call Washington Gas on that incident because it was a problem with the appliance. Homeowner, occupant was advised to address it with an appliance vendor or associated contractor, but Washington Gas was not called by fire rescue on September 22nd in that event.
Well, Washington Gas responding tonight. The company says crews shut off the gas by an outside valve. They add technicians examined the area for leaks and did not find any issues.
Now we're learning this isn't the first time Montgomery County is dealing with an explosion like today's.
Yeah, in fact, this is the second significant explosion reported just this year, and at least the third since 2016. Back then, 7 people were killed at the Flower Branch Apartments in Silver Spring. 3 years later, the cause of the fire was linked to a faulty gas regulator.
Yeah, and then in March, an explosion injured more than a dozen people just 4 miles away at the Friendly Garden Apartments. Now, coming up at 9:30 tonight, see how the county is addressing what appears to be an ongoing issue.
Also developing tonight, the UVA student charged with killing 3 football players and injuring 2 other students is denied bond. Christopher Donnell Jones showed no emotion as he made his first court appearance via video today. One witness told prosecutors the shooting was not random and the suspect shot one victim in his sleep. Coming up in just a few minutes, our Max Marcillo will bring us more details from the courthouse. All right, let's switch gears. I got to check on the forecast now. The calendar shows November is really feeling like January later this week.
Yeah, we got Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb here. Janessa, we're going to see single digits or even colder in some areas.
Yeah, we have feel-like temperatures, and then you have your air temperatures. What's making it super tough out there? Just walked outside. Wow, it's a shock to your system. The wind flow allows our temperatures to really cool off. So you have air temperature right now, 44 degrees. Winds, they are picking up out of the northwest, 14 miles per hour. Folks, that makes a huge difference what it feels like on your skin. So right now, when you factor in those 2 elements, it feels like we're in the mid-30s. Definitely going to get colder for tonight. Our western communities, they are shoveling at this point, picked up about 2 to 3 inches in areas of Kaiser, Cumberland area. Right now, good evening, Cumberland, 37 degrees, Hagerstown, upper 30s. And then the farther east you go, we continue to be in the lower to mid 40s for air temperatures. Look at the wind gusts. Man, they have not subsided. If you're across the district, making their way down to Waldorf, Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, the northern neck as well, out of the north to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. We're hoping this starts to die down going into tomorrow, but still the chilly air is going to be in place. So let's plan for clear and cold. I can give you a lot of sunshine, but the range of temperatures tomorrow morning, 25 to about 36 degrees. Now going into the weekend, we have a big shock to the system. Many locations feel like temperature in the teens. We'll look at that coming up.
All right, Janessa, thanks. The National Park Service is moving forward with plans to close one of the largest homeless camps on federal property.
Yeah, reporter Mariel Carbone is live for us at McPherson Square, where roughly 50 people are currently living in Mariel. NPS says this is part of an effort to start reinforcing its no camping policy.
Yeah, that's right. An official with NPS says that the agency stopped enforcing that rule during the pandemic, but it is slowly starting to impose the regulation again, clearing out camps. That is despite pushback to stop the evictions. Within the chain fence of McPherson Square, dozens of tents serve as shelter.
This is our home, literally.
Shelly Byers has lived here since June. She says finding stable housing and the resources to secure it has been difficult.
It's very frustrating because once we do have resources or somebody helping us, they sweep us around and then we have to go start all over again.
And that will happen again soon. The National Park Service posted these signs around the park, notifying people of its plans to begin enforcing its no camping regulation no later than April 12th, 2023. And that means all of these people will need to leave.
We're not camping, we're living here. There's a big difference.
But eventually, we need to get back to the parks being open to everyone.
Jeff Reinbold is the superintendent of National Mall and Memorial Parks. He says the agency stopped enforcing its no camping rule during the pandemic, but that's changing. He says there are no plans to immediately close the park. Rather, the agency will work with the D.C. government to offer intensive social services and spend the next 6 months coordinating with agencies to help house people.
If we close the park, we've essentially just moved those folks to another park, another sidewalk, another alley. That's not our goal in any of this. It is to find housing opportunities.
Nobody's actually coming in helping us.
Byers is skeptical. She's looking for action, not just talk.
They're coming through and treating us like, we're nobodies. Well, every single person, no matter their background, is a person, a human being with a life, and we're trying to survive.
And Reinbold says that there have been relatively few issues here at this square in terms of public safety, but that there are other parks like the one over by Scott Circle where police have linked that encampment to an increase in violence and drug issues. He says it is likely that MPS will step in with its partners there to close that camp fairly quickly. Reporting live from McPherson Square tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Marielle, thank you. So right now, DC has warming shelters available for anyone who is experiencing homelessness. More than a dozen sites are open across all 4 quadrants. A full list of locations is on our website, dcnewsnow.com. And to request a free ride or just learn more about your options, you can always call a district shelter hotline just by dialing 311.
And all new tonight, Maryland moves even closer to online sports betting. The commission approved the state's first 10 online sports betting licenses today. The list includes BetMGM, Commander Stadium, and Live Casino and Hotel. There's still a final step before wagering can officially start, but Governor Larry Hogan expects it could be live by Thanksgiving.
And when we come back, tributes pouring in for a teenage girl struck and killed in a crosswalk this morning. The Fairfax County community reacting to the young life lost.
And crews working to repair a huge sinkhole in Maryland, but it could impact your morning commute. We've got an update for you. You're watching DC News Now at 9. Back after this.